Hello, 6th graders. Welcome to Big Ideas Math, 7th grade math, section 5.1, Ratios and Rates lesson. Pause while you write the lesson number and title in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is I can compute unit rates with fractions and solve ratio problems by completing Big Ideas Math practice with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. Copy the following definitions with the examples into the Words Worth Knowing section of your ISN. A ratio is a comparison of two quantities using division. A rate is a ratio of two quantities with different units. And a rate with a denominator of 1 is called a unit rate. We're going to start with example 1, which is found on page 164 in your Big Ideas Math book. And it is finding ratios and rates. So our example is there are 45 males and 60 females in a subway car. The subway car travels 2.5 miles in 5 minutes. So those are two sort of almost separate problems. So our first problem, A, is find the ratio of males to females. So remember, when you are finding ratios, you need to give your answer in the order that it was asked in the question. So it asked for males first and then females. So the males would be at the top of the fraction, or if you were writing it with a colon, you would write the number of males first and the number of females second. If you're writing it as a fraction, you would put the number of males on the top of the fraction and the number of females on the bottom. So our number of males in the subway car is 45, and the number of females is 60. And then we reduce that fraction to put it in simplest form, and it's 3/4. So the ratio of males to females is 3/4. And then letter B says find the speed of the subway car. So speed is usually in miles per hour, so that's a unit rate, which has, or miles per minute in this case, which has 1 as a denominator. So we take 2.5 miles in 5 minutes. So we take our 2.5, put it on top of the fraction, and 5 minutes, put it on the bottom. And then in order to get 1 on the bottom of the fraction, we're dividing both the top and the bottom by this 5. So 5 divided by 5 equals 1. And if I do something to the bottom of a fraction, I divided that by 5, I have to do the same thing to the top. So 2.5 divided by 5 equals 0.5. So it's 0.5 miles per 1 minute. So half of a mile, or 0.5 miles per minute, is the speed of the car. Now we're going to move on to example 2, finding a rate from a ratio table. So the ratio table shows the costs for different amounts of artificial turf. Find the unit rate in dollars per square foot. So first thing we should notice is that this table is a little bit upside down. So let's kind of make a note of that on the side, that when we do our fraction, we want dollars first and then square feet second. This has square feet on the top and dollars on the bottom. So sometimes your book or your information is not necessarily in the right order, so you have to pay attention to that. It also has a little memory thing off to the side where you need to remember that the abbreviation for square feet is feet with a 2 in the sky. So here's your ratio table, and it shows you that to move from 25 to 100, we multiply by 4, and then if we do that to the top, we have to do the same thing to the bottom. So to move from 100 to 400, we multiply by 4, and we're doing the same thing all the way across. So it says use a ratio from the table to find the unit rate. So remembering that the unit rate has 1 for the bottom, we need to figure that out. So their suggestion is you use the first ratio in the table, which is a really good idea because if you look at the first ratio in the table, it's got 100 on the top and 25 on the bottom, and you see that those divide nicely and evenly. So you're just simplifying the fraction, so you're dividing the top and the bottom by 25. So this is almost like the last problem we did where we divided the top and the bottom by 5. So now we're dividing the top and the bottom by 25. So 100 divided by 25 is 4, so the unit rate is $4 per square foot. Now we're going to look at example 3. We're going to find a rate from a graph. The graph shows the speed of a subway car. So we need to look at this graph. It's got the distance going up and down and the time going back and forth. And the time is in minutes, the distance is in miles. Then it says find the speed in miles per 1 minute. And then after we do that, we're going to compare the speed of this subway car to the one in example 1. So our first step is to choose and interpret a point on the line. So we look at our graph and we see that we've chosen a point here, and that point is at half of a minute and 1/4 of 1 mile. So it says the point 1/2, 1/4 indicates that the subway car travels 1/4, 1/4 of a mile in half of a minute. And then it says find the speed. So really we're kind of just simplifying that fraction. So it just looks funny because we're not used to seeing fractions in fractions. So if we take 1/4 and 1/2, and we remember that fractions are just division problems, then we go 1/4 divided by 1/2, and we remember to keep, change, flip, look for where we can cross cancel. Then we have 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 1 is 2. So we've simplified it so that we have 1/2. So the speed of the subway car is 1/2 of a mile per minute. Because half of a mile per minute is the same as 0.5 miles per minute, the speeds are equal. So when you run into these fractions within fractions, they are called complex fractions. Then the key is to not panic and to know that you know how to do them. You know how to divide 1/4 by 1/2, and that's all you're doing, is you're just going to take it apart into its separate pieces, and you're going to take the top, which is 1/4, and you're going to divide it by the bottom, which is 1/2, and then you've got your answer. So don't panic when you get to these complex fractions, and remember, just follow the math and you will be fine. We're going to move on now to example 4, solving a ratio problem. We're mixing 1/2 cup of yellow paint for every 3/4 of a cup of blue paint to make 15 cups of green paint. So there's 2 methods we're going to use to figure out how much yellow paint and blue paint we need. Method 1 is using a ratio table. The ratio of yellow paint to blue paint is 1/2 to 3/4. So that's what we put in our table here, 1/2 and 3/4. And when we add 1/2 and 3/4, we get 5/4, which does not equal 15. So we need to figure out how to get that 5/4 up to 15. So we're going to start by multiplying by 4, and we chose 4 because 5/4 times 4 over 1, our 4's cancel out. So you would want to choose the number that's the denominator of your fraction, and that gives us a whole number of 5. And so if I multiply anything in my ratio table by something, then I have to multiply everything in my ratio table by that same number. So 1/2 times 4 is 2. 3/4 times 4 is 3. So then we look at this number and we go, well, that did not help us a whole lot because they didn't ask us to mix 5 cups of green paint. They asked us to mix 15 cups of green paint, so we have to keep going. So 5 times 3 is 15, and that gets us where we're going. So now I have to multiply everything in my ratio table by 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. So we use 6 cups of yellow paint and 9 cups of blue paint. Method 2 is a little bit trickier, but it does work. It says use the fraction of the green paint that is made from yellow paint and the fraction of the green paint that is made from blue paint. So we set this up as 2 separate ratios, so like yellow to green and blue to green. And so if we set up yellow to green, we have 1/2 cup of yellow to all of the green. So all of the green is 1/2 plus 3/4, which is 5/4. And then we just need to do our complex fraction and divide that out. So 1/2 divided by 5/4 equals 2/5. And then we do the same thing with the blue. We take our 3/4 of a cup of blue and our 5/4 of a cup of green. So for every 5/4 of a cup of green, there's 3/4 of a cup of blue. And we divide that out. 3/4 divided by 5/4 is the same as 3/4 times 4/5, and that equals 3/5 of a cup of blue. So what that means is that for every 5 cups of paint, see how 5 is the denominator for both of these? There's 2 cups of yellow and 3 cups of blue, and that makes 5 cups of green. But again, they didn't ask us about 5 cups. They asked us about 15 cups. So if I want 15 cups, then I have to multiply each of those numbers by 3. So 2 times 3 equals 6 cups of yellow, and 3 times 3 equals 9 cups of blue in order to get my 15 cups of green. Remember, to earn credit for viewing your flipped lesson, you need to complete your notes in your ISN, complete your on-your-own questions in your ISN, and submit them in Google Forms, and complete your Big Ideas math assignment in your math notebook, and submit that when it is 100% correct. Please visit your teacher if you have any questions.